while I don't know what grade he was in or whatever, but he was in high school actually just DMing people all day throughout class, literally would go to the bathroom just so that he could prospect and DM people on Instagram. And literally what he would do is by the time he gets done with school, he would have people ready for the op call, and he would literally make no excuse. A lot of people would be real quick and, it'd be simple for someone to be like, oh man, I got work, I'm at school, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, just making excuses. But he was someone that, ever since day one, he never made any excuses. He just got to the bag by all means necessary, did whatever he had to do. And, I'm definitely going to let him go over some of the things that he's done, some of the things that he's doing now that's really helped him and his team, really get to the next level when it comes to social media. Social media, there's all kinds of different platforms, and it's something that's always evolving and it's always changing. So it's very important to stay up to date with what is currently not only trending, but, stay up to date with the algorithms and how everything's working, just so that you can keep your engagement up, make sure that people are seeing your posts, make sure you're going through the DMs, the messages the right way. And, I'm not really sure what he's going to get into, but I know he has a fire training that he's going to go over. He's got some really good information that he can share with you guys. So make sure you have a notebook and a pen, especially if you're someone, like me in the very beginning, guys. I wasn't really someone that would go out and talk to people like maybe at a mall or a Starbucks or a coffee shop. So like, if you're not that person that's really, outgoing, wanted to go talk to random people you don't know, hey, let your social media, be your own business card. Like let social media do the work for you, make sure you're posting the right things. And we're going to get into the information. Make sure you share out this link. We're going to get started here in the next 30 seconds. Make sure you share out this link to people on your team, especially those that, either are using social media, maybe the wrong way, or maybe just people that you think should be on social media. We do have a really good training for you guys tonight. Shout out to the boy Garrett. What's good? What's going on, Cisco? What's good, Nick? How's it going? Good to see everyone on the call. Good to see everyone on the call. So what we're going to go ahead and do, guys, is I'm going to stop sharing, and I'm actually going to go ahead and make Kyle host. He doesn't need no introduction. He's actually getting really close to Chairman 10, Platinum 5,000 right now. His first 2 years in the business, has not even hit 2 years yet. He's been able to duplicate himself over and over, and he's someone that has always been very coachable, and he's always a student to the game. That's what I love about him. He's always a student to the game. One of the youngest killers in the game. Trading results, building results, by all means necessary. This kid's got something special about him, and I'm really excited for you guys to hear from him tonight. So with that being said, man, I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to you, Kyle. Go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and make you host. Go ahead, do your thing, brother.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Appreciate you, my boy, Jordan. Great job, bro. Thank you for the introduction. And yo, guys, so to be honest, this is gonna be like a very data-filled, like basically like a webinar. I'm not gonna like give out everything, but I'm gonna give out pretty much the major keys. Understand, if you guys don't know this, my boy Jordan Equal, Infinite Abundance. He was actually, we go way back, man. He was actually the person that first enrolled me into this business, and pretty much was just on Alex Morton's chairman mentorship call. It's pretty much wrapping up right about now. So pretty much, like I said, he was the one who prospected me, invited me to this wonderful opportunity. And what I could just tell you guys is, I literally just finished posting on my story. Rank goes up every day, but coachability always remains the same, right? So, the thing is, you got to ask yourself, when you first joined this business, your first call, you were taking notes. Your second call, you were taking notes. Your third call, you were always taking notes. Your fourth call, you were always taking notes. But suddenly, you start taking more notes. You suddenly hit Platinum 150. You suddenly hit Platinum 600. Then you think it's okay to stop taking notes. Then you think it's okay to stop plugging into the calls. Then you think it's okay that, hey, my upline, my mentor doesn't teach me as much. Then you start thinking, oh, it's okay because now I know it all. But, what I could just tell you is like, being in this business for a while, it's crazy because me and Jordan, when we first started the business, pretty much trading, building. We were all figuring it out. And it was okay because I knew that this opportunity worked. A lot of you guys, you might have enrolled with your upline, your mentor, and they know and they teach you everything that they know. But the thing about it was me and Jordan didn't even know. My upline didn't. We were figuring this out on our own. Prior to me joining the business, my boy Jordan, he's made money trading, but not as much as we made before. We were still figuring out, but guess what? Loyalty still remains deep. Never an ego on this side, and always remaining coachable to the ones above me, because that's the thing. I'll stay loyal to I Am Academy till forever, till the wheels fall off, because, understand the type of mentorship and the type of guidance that I've gotten into this platform, guys. So understand the coachability is always remaining the same. When I first got introduced to this information that I'm about to show you guys right now with social media, 15 years old, high school, sophomore, no real success story, literally just a regular sophomore in high school. I mean, there's really nothing much to it. Not really like doing anything special. Pretty much when I first joined, I could definitely say I was working a job like at Publix, in a grocery store, making literally about $50 a week, man. And what I could just honestly tell you guys is, at the end of the day, like I always say, loyalty always remains deep, because this is the platform that really made me, right? So first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. For all those, let me see, we got about 56 people. I'm pretty sure the chairman mentorship call is pretty much about wrapping up right now. So I'd highly suggest grabbing your teams, grabbing your top prospectors, your top builders. And I want you guys to make it your responsibility. I don't care about anybody taking notes from me, but at the end of the day, I want you guys to still take notes, because it is not what you can do, it is what you can teach. So I always tell people, like, yo, take notes. I know sometimes people don't even look back at their notes, but understand I got a notebook full of notes. When I first joined the business from Jordan, when I first joined the business from Wall Street Ray, when I first joined the business from Alex Morin, from David Emanite. So guess what? When I enroll my new students into my organization, that's the same notes I got when I got started. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to train my new students on, hey, I learned this when I first got started, so hey, you need to learn this too. I need to treat your experience as if it was mine. So at the end of the day, what I'm going to do right now is, like I said, I want you guys to teach this. Any of my top leaders, you guys can definitely get this PowerPoint from me. I don't really care. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and share this thing. Pretty much I'm going to go a little bit on analytics. I'm going to leave some room for my boy Jordan, because I definitely want my boy Jordan to drop some flames, drop some nuggets on you guys. So first things first, what I could really just say is, don't be average, man. Like, coming into like pretty much social media, it's not even just social media. Like, a lot of these tips are going to help you in the business, not even just on social media, but just like going out there and just like telling people what you do. Because I honestly believe that a lot of people on this call, like, y'all are real comfortable right now. Y'all are real comfortable in your little shell, not DMing as much people as you wanted to, not posting as much savage content as you should, not going out there and posting this business, not going out there and showing people really what you got going on. A lot of you guys really don't want to burn the bridges, because at the end of the day, you don't want to go all in. You're not really all in. And at the end of the day, I always say that, like, yo, you got to be all in. In order to in order to be balling, you got to be all in. I know there's a lot of people that say that funny phrase, but like, at the end of the day, it's true. A lot of people are not all in. They're still doing the average things. And ladies and gentlemen, you cannot do average and expect above average results, right? So, when I first joined this business, like I said, I was a sophomore in high school. Look, 1,000 followers. I don't even think I had like 800. I grew it to 1,200. So, like, this is just to show y'all. This is just to show y'all, like, trust the process. Really just put your head down and grind and follow the course. Because at the end of the day, what did I do? I said, hey, I made a decision. I made a decision a year and a half ago. When you get off this call, you just got to make a decision. You got to make a decision that, hey, I'm going to be above average. I'm going to make a decision today that, hey, I'm going to be above average, and I'm going to do whatever possible in order to get to the next level. So if you have a team, guess what you got to do? You got to get them on the call. You got to go ahead and show people, hey, this is what we're doing, and we're not going to be average. We're going to be above average. So it's time to really just put your head down and grind and really just get out your comfort zone today, right? Because like I said, all it takes is one decision. Success, all it takes is one decision. You just got to make a decision to become successful. My boy Drew, Platinum 1000, shout out to you. He made a decision to hit Platinum 1000. My boy AJ, P600, he made a decision to hit P600. My boy Matt, He made a decision to hit P600. All you got to do is make a decision to get to the next level, right? So basically, what you're gonna want to do on social media, this is like the key right here. Content is key. I like to put pictures of just like people who have the success, right? Not pictures of them, but like just copy, right? Like Alex Morton just finished saying on the call, I was taking notes and I was listening on the call. He said he became a multimillionaire just by copying. You don't have to become a copy of someone else, but guess what? Guess what? All you got to do is copy the methods, copies the way that they move. Obviously, you don't want to copy everybody's exact clothes, personality, everything they have going on. But at the end of the day, be yourself, but copy the strategy, copy the methods, copy the system, copy what they're doing. Because at the end of the day, if you do what they do, you say what they say, eventually you're going to have everything that they want. You're going to have everything you want. Do what they do, say what they say. Eventually, you're gonna have what they have, right? So basically, content. Find new ways to get your content up. You should be posting on your story at least every day. And for my guys on here, you can screenshot. If you're on my team, one of my leaders, you can message me for this right after. But find new ways to get out of your comfort zone. Really, just stop caring what people think. I tell all my new people once they first join this business, if you could stop caring what people think since day one, you will succeed in this business faster than anybody else. If you just stop caring what other people think since day one, stop caring who thinks this is a scam. Stop caring who thinks that you're not going to make $1 million in this business. Because it's not what you think. Whatever you think about yourself, that's what the world thinks about you. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. They're going to think differently when you're a chairman 100. You can call them later on when you're chairman 100 and tell them what you did. You got to start posting things like such as lifestyle, chart picks, lifestyle picks. One of my top mentors that taught me, most of this information, his name is Mr. Banks, Emery Holmes, right? So what did I do? I copied the success. Obviously, my pictures aren't the same as him. I don't have the same outfits as him. But guess what he does? He finds dope ways to find content every single day. So this is a constant task. You've always got to be finding lit ways to get new content. Because at the end of the day, I was doing this while I was in school. So people are always watching. Like, that's why I always say people are always watching. Like, let's say you got 1,000 followers on Instagram and you're getting like maybe like 5 DMs, 10 DMs. You got to understand there's still 1,000, 2,000 followers that are following you, that are still watching you, that are still watching your stories. If there's 500 people that watch your story every day, there's 200 people that watch your story every day, and like 10 people swipe up, you got to understand there's still 190 people still watching your story. So you've got to understand people are always watching. People are always waiting. They're just waiting for that one lit post. They probably don't think you're serious enough yet. They probably think you're going to quit next week. But if you stay consistent and if you just, that one lit post, they're going to be like, you know what? I need to join up. I need to lock in. They just think that this is a side thing for you. That's why a lot of people aren't really joining your business, because they just think that you're doing this on the side. They see you posting this little Forex thing, like, oh, he's doing that little Forex thing. I don't know if that makes any money. I think I make more at my job. But at the end of the day, they're always waiting for that one lit post. That one lit post where you go to Miami. That one lit post where you go out there in Best Buy or you go to the mall or something and you just make a dope video about the foreign exchange market. Everybody's always waiting for that one lit post. They're always waiting and watching for a reason to join you. People need a reason. And when they feel like when they feel like they're being left out, that's when they're gonna join the business. It's not when they think it's cool, not when they think it's dope. It's when they feel that they're being left out. Because at the end of the day, people want what they can't have. So if you just make it feel like people are being left out, guess what? People want what they can't have. If they're being left out, they're gonna want it ASAP, right? So content, pretty much I'm gonna go about like what to do. My boy Jordan, he actually like kind of vaguely, like when I first joined the business, he was like, yo, Kyle, you need to start stealing 200 to 300 new followers a day from influencers, from lit marketers, from lit entrepreneurs. He told me, he was like, yo, bro, you need to start following 200 to 300 new people a day. You need to follow 200 to 300 new people a day. And guess what? That's 200 to 300. A lot of people don't get the science behind it. If you follow 200 to 300 new people a day, that's 200 to 300 new people that's going to be seeing your page every single day. 200 to 300 new people, they're going to go on their Instagram. They're going to click on the notification, and guess what? They're going to see, hey, Kyle, the teenage trader, followed me. So guess what they're going to do? They're going to click on your Instagram, and they're going to look at your Instagram. They're going to see, hey, who just followed me? Now, this is where the content part comes in. If you don't got lit content, it's gonna work a lot better when you have lit content. I'm gonna just put it at that. So you follow 200 to 300 new people a day. you got lit content, and they see you're that dope Forex guy, 200 to 300 new people are seeing your page every day and are making a decision whether to follow you or not, whether to DM you or not. So at the end of the day, it's all a numbers game. I tell this to everybody every single day. There's billions of people in the world, trillions even. There's billions and billions of people out there in the world, like in the whole entire world. Social media isn't just United States, isn't just Canada. It's literally the whole entire world, right? So at the end of the day, your ability to reach everybody is immense, right? I'll literally look it up right now. How many people are on Instagram? How many people are on Instagram? There are over 500 million people on Instagram. Why are you sweating about that one friend that you're trying to get into the business over and over and over again? Why are you sweating about that one guy ignoring your DM just because he has 5,000 followers? Everybody's, oh yeah, I'm talking to this one dude. Promise you after this call, I'm gonna have a couple people that's gonna say, yeah, bro, I've been DMing this one guy. I'm really trying to get him in. But I just told you it was a numbers game. So at the end of the day, if there's 500 million people on Instagram, you gotta understand, just follow and I always tell people follow and unfollow because at the end of the day, you're not gonna want your following to be so junked up. I get the excuse a lot. Everybody's like, yeah, I don't want my following to be too junked up. But at the end of the day, I tell people like, yo, you can always unfollow them. Like pretty much about 30 to 50 an hour is like a cool little pace to set yourself at. Set reminders, yo, every hour. Like if this is for my real grinders out there. Like who's a real grinder? I want to see some sevens in the chat if you're a real grinder out here. Because at the end of the day, like not a lot of people's gonna do this. I used to do this, because I wanted to get to the next level. I wanted to have $1 million in my bank account. So I'll set a reminder every hour. So like, let's say I start my day around 6, 7. I'm setting a reminder. I'm gonna do my 30 to 50 followers an hour. So I'm gonna follow at least 30 to 50 people an hour, but I'm also gonna unfollow 30 to 50 people an hour. Do you guys see the cycle? Do you guys see the motions on how this is going? It's literally a system. Do 30 to 50. And if you set a reminder every hour, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, like, I don't think that's very hard if you ask me. Like just doing it once an hour, following and following, 30 to 50 people an hour. You're gonna want to just find lit entrepreneurs, lit marketers, top colleges in your area. I wouldn't steal followers from people in IML because you'll get like other people that are in IM. Like you're not gonna really reach no new people. But top colleges in your area. Let's say you're trying to take over Houston. You should already be looking up the top colleges in Houston, finding the lit bottle girls, finding the lit clubs, such and such. Look, I'll even like do like a quick example real quick. I'll even like plug in on Instagram and let me just find like some of the lit colleges, right? So let's say I'm moving to Houston. I know a couple of my boys moving out there to Houston, right? So let's say I'm going out there to Houston. What I'm already gonna be doing is, I'm gonna look up somebody who's in Houston. Give me like some of the best colleges. Give me like some of the colleges. Who's out there in Houston? What's like a dope college? And I'll show you UH, right? So it's University of Houston, right? So let's say I do University of Houston. Is that it? Yeah, UH. Look, this is what's even dope. A lot of you guys don't even know, but there's more than just Instagram accounts on there. You can literally go on the location. You can literally go on the location of University of Houston, and I can literally see everybody who's living in the area of University of Houston. So this is what I'm gonna do. University of Houston. So I'm gonna just find like someone lit on here that has mad followers, right? So let's see, Nicole, right? What does she do? She's like she don't got enough. I need like 5,000 followers. And then I don't know that she has like mad clout in the school, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just look. I think this dude's an athlete, right? No, that's just a page, right? Let me find an athlete. Y'all see an athlete? Let me know. Athlete right here. Well, that's just all right. Here's the actual athlete, right? Look at this, my boy. He's got mad followers. He's on the U of H men's basketball team, right? So you got to understand, pretty much the entirety of the school is following this dude because the entirety of people that just watch basketball at U of H, and like you already know, every Friday whenever these basketball games come out, like the whole school is out there having fun, and 9 times out of 10 they're gonna be following the basketball players. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here and just like steal some of his followers. I'll probably go over and unfollow some people of my stuff too. just so it could balance out. I don't even know who these guys are, so I'm gonna just unfollow them anyway. I don't know if y'all getting what I'm doing, right? And what's crazy is you can also do this, right? So I'm gonna find him, but I'm gonna also like go on here and find like other lit people. So he's in New Orleans. Like you gotta understand, it's a whole rabbit hole, it's a whole loop. And I'm literally doing it just with his followers. You gotta understand, there's a lot of people out there in UH I could really tap into. So I can go back. I can literally go back and like find another person. So these people look like they're part of a fraternity. So I'm gonna check him out. I'm gonna see who he got. Now he's whack. So I'm gonna find someone else. Let me see if I can find another athlete, right? So I guess everybody's graduating, so that's why there's so much graduation pictures, right? All right, look at my boy King Art. Look at him. He's got mad followers. I'm gonna request to follow him, and I'm gonna prospect that dude. And I'm gonna steal some of his followers because he's got a cool little following that I could steal from. Even if he's not interested, I'm gonna find the people on his page that are interested. Like there's no way I'm not enrolling people this way. Like I'm gonna try to prospect them, and guess what? If he don't want to join, I'm gonna just steal some of his followers, right? So that's U of H. You gotta understand, this is just U of H. So let's say you do Texas Tech. Like there's a lot of people. Like you gotta understand, this is just U of H. I can literally do this to Texas Tech too. Like there's literally unlimited people. Look, find this dude. Well, that's not a guy out there. So look, go right here. She's got another following I could steal. Follow her too. I'm gonna go out there and bro, these are all potential people that you could be bringing into your business. These are all potential people that you could be exposing to your opportunity. So like you just gotta ask yourself, how much people are you really exposing the opportunity to? So I'm gonna go back to here, and I'm about to wrap it up in a few. Pretty much you just gotta ask yourself like accounts. There's also accounts, locations. Who can you really steal followers from? Like I just showed you guys, I found like some athletes, the college page, the frats, sororities, business students, the bottle girls, the nightclubs, the nightlife. I literally just did like colleges, right? But like, what if I went to like the top clubs in Houston and I really found everybody that goes there and finds all the top club promoters, all the DJs, all the lit entrepreneurs, the marketers, like, the traders, like how much people could you really tap into using this social media method, right? So you just got to ask yourself, how am I going to get like every day we're always thinking about a new idea of like, this is how I'm going to get my content a little bit more up. This is how I'm going to change my bio a little bit more up. Like I promise you, Mr. Banks right now, if Emory like went on this stuff, he would literally take over any of y'all schools. So you just got to ask yourself, what am I doing every day to really get to the next level, right? So I pretty much say like the last thing I would do is how to really run it up. The more you post, the more you will attract. So like, post. Like I know there's a lot of people that just like trying to not post as much. Like, at the end of the day, this is how you stay relevant in today's day and age. Like if you do not post for like the next 2 days, like pretty much you're irrelevant. Like I'm gonna put it like that. Like the less you post is like the less like relevant you are. Like look at TikTok. TikTok is like the most relevant thing going on right now because like everybody's posting it. You just got to ask yourself, like once people like I heard this quote a lot. There's 2 times that you die: when you actually die and you're on your deathbed, and when people stop talking about you. So when people stop saying your name. So you just got to be like, yo, the more you post, the more people you attract. So the times where you stop posting are the times where you're gonna get dry, where your Instagram is gonna get dry, and you will go drier. At the end of the day, I always notice it every time I post my engagements, it always goes up. It's not annoying. You got to understand, this is how the algorithm works. A lot of people's like, oh, I don't want to be annoying, but like it's crazy because you're pretty much acting like the average right now. The average right now are the people who don't post a lot, are the people that stay doing the same things, are the people who's stuck in the same mindset that they don't want to be annoying, and they don't want to do certain stuff because they're selling themselves on, hey, I don't want to do this. But why don't you want to do it? They just don't know. That's what they're programmed to do. So you've got to break out of that shell and say, yo, I'm gonna get to the next level this year. But basically make yourself interesting. You know, you don't want to be like just like a regular person. You want to make yourself like, okay, if I you got to ask yourself, if I saw my Instagram right now as a prospect, would I sign up? Ask yourself that. If I saw my Instagram right now as a prospect, would I sign up? That's the question you should ask yourself. And if it's not, then you should literally shift yourself more and more to how the top people that you would sign up with are running their business, right? Make yourself look fun. Make yourself just be an average. Don't be an average guy, but just be a cool guy. Be someone that someone would like to really be their friend, right? So send DMs. I also send DMs. I do about 10 to 15 an hour. If I'm sending DMs, 10 to 15 an hour is like the cap. I would say 20 is like the most you can go. If you do a little bit too much, you get blocked. Lower 100%. Do not break these brackets because you will get blocked. That's why I'm making these brackets for you guys, because I don't want to hear nobody talking about they're getting blocked. If you do more than 10 to 15 an hour, you're going to get blocked. I see a lot of people trying to do 100 at once. They have a short-term mindset. They're not thinking long-term. If you do 10 to 15 an hour for 10 hours a day, you just sent 100 to 150 DMs today. If you follow 200 to 300 new people a day, 50 an hour times 5 hours is 250 in a day. Stop trying to do all of it at once. It's not going to work. Some examples of DMs I would do. This is the number one option right here. I would say this is the number one DM that will get you the most DM replies. I hear a lot of people that say, oh, nobody's replying to my DMs. Oh, everybody's ignoring me, because you're not getting in the field. So basically what you do as a DM example, if you want to go out there and send more DMs, you're going to get DMs if your content is lit and you're following people every day and you're posting on your story. But you want to go out there and DM people, cold prospect people. Basically, I send what's called video DMs. So I'll take a video of myself. I literally do it live on camera. So I'm gonna take my camera out. I'm gonna go on video mode. I'm gonna put it to selfie mode so I can see myself, and I'm gonna be like this. This is literally on selfie mode. So I'm gonna literally press record. I'm gonna send a selfie video to my prospect. I'm gonna be like, record now. I'm gonna record it and be like, yo, what's going on, bro? Appreciate the follow. I was actually just checking out your page. You actually seem like a pretty cool person. You seem pretty dope. I'm actually looking to work with a couple new people in your area. Go ahead and shoot me a DM, bro. Let's work. Pretty much I'll send a video DM like that, just connecting with them. They're gonna see my face, they're gonna hear the tonality of my voice, and they're gonna be like, yo, that lit Forex dude, he just followed me on Instagram and he just sent me a video. Average people are just sending text DMs acting like a robot. People don't know if you're a real person or not. They see a video DM from you, they'll be like, yo, this guy's like an actual real dope person. It's not a robot. He's not trying to scam me. He looks like a cool person. He said I was dope, and I could hear his voice. He sounds mad professional. I'm gonna definitely lock into what he's got going on. Pretty much with sending DMs, I would wait. As soon as someone, I would do this. As soon as someone follows me, they're getting a DM, like 100%. I would wait a couple minutes until they DM me and check out my page a little bit. If not, I'll just go ahead and jump the gun and send a DM. At the end of the day, you just got to think about it like this, yo. Like everybody that follows me, they're getting a DM. They're getting a DM. I've enrolled a lot of leaders in my business from me sending a DM. Shout out Jerusa if you're on this call right now. My boy Jerusa is a platinum 600 in my business, and he got enrolled off of me DMing him. So you just got to ask yourself, what are you gonna do? He told me, before he enrolled into this business, he was like, yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I would have never joined this business unless you DM'd me, because I don't usually DM people. But guess what? When you DM me, I saw it as a sign from God for me to join this business. So you just got to ask yourself, a lot of people out there probably won't even DM you, but are probably the next chairman in your business. So you've got to get in the field and do whatever it takes in order to get to the next level. Pretty much, when people DM you, I'm not going to go too in depth on this call, but when people DM you, just ask for their number, bro. Stop texting your prospects. I'll say that right now, screenshot this slide because I'm not going for too long more, but stop texting your people. People are not going to respect your time if you're over here sitting, texting your prospects all day, just being buddy. It's just not going to work. Get their number. Even if they do ignore you on the number, at least you got the number, so you can just FaceTime. You feel me? Like if they start ghosting from there, that's cool. They probably weren't the right person. But you gotta understand that you can't say the right thing to the wrong person, and you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. So you really just have to just get the phone number and invite. Next step, you're gonna want to invite. So as soon as you get their phone number, step one, phone number, collect information. I always say step one, if you're taking notes, step one is collecting information. Step two is inviting. Step two, you're gonna want to invite for your appointment or for the video, whatever you do to share the plan. You're gonna want to step one, invite. Step two, share the plan. Step three, close/follow up. And this is where you answer their questions and objections and get them started and launch. So pretty much that would be like the step by step. Pretty much you want to pique interest, share the plan through a call. So invite, share plan through a call, have posture. Do not break down on these calls. Nobody's trying to, interrogate you. Just act professional, and how do you get better at running calls? How do you get better at inviting? By doing it more. How do you get better at presenting? By doing it more. How do you get better at inviting new prospects to see your opportunity? By doing it more. Make up in numbers and what you lack in skill. So if you're not good at something, just do it more, and eventually you will get better. Show the plan, understand, guys. I'm gonna end it off with this, and I'm gonna hand it over to Jordan to keep doing what he's doing. But it doesn't matter how much people you prospect on Instagram. It doesn't matter how much people you DM on Instagram. It matters how much people are you showing this to. How many people are you sharing the concept of I am to? Not by just showing them a screenshot of your MetaTrader, not by just like actually sitting down and presenting the business to people. You're not grinding by just DMing people. You need, the real grind is how much people are you presenting I Am Mastery Academy to? How much, if you aren't presenting, how much people are you putting on your upline Chairman 10's presentations? How much people are getting exposed to the opportunity by you? You want to hit Chairman? 10 new people a day you need to be exposing to this opportunity. Whether it be you presenting, whether it be your upline presenting, I don't care what it is. 10 new people need to be seeing the presentations every day. It's all a numbers game. The only difference between you and the Chairman 10 is the Chairman 10 has been told no 10 times more time as you. A Chairman 10 has been told no 1,000 times more than you. So you just got to ask yourself, why I'm not a chairman yet? I haven't been told no yet. A lot of people, they say, oh, I'm getting told no. I don't know what to do. First week into the business, 2 months, even 6 months into the business. Hey, man, I'm struggling. Hey, man, I'm stuck. Hey, man, I don't know what to do. Nobody's saying yes to my opportunity. But guess what? Hey, I'm not chairman yet. Have you put in the 5,000 hours into your craft? Have you exposed 1,000 people to this opportunity? A lot of people want 500 customers into the business, but haven't even exposed 500 people to the opportunity. You've got to ask yourself, in the time frame that I've been in this business, have I presented to 500 new people? Have I exposed I am to 500 people yet? That's why you're not a chairman. You need to expose this business more. That's all it is. It's all about how much more are you doing? Because it's all a numbers game, like I said. Only difference between me and Jordan, why I'm not chairman yet, because he has presented to more people yet. So I'm gonna figure out how I can present to more people daily. That is by social media. So guys, this is Kyle, the Teenage Trader, signing off. Appreciate you, my boy Jordan, for putting me on the chairman building call. I'm gonna give it right back to you, bro. Take it away. You should be good.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Appreciate you, Kyle. Appreciate you guys. I hope you guys took some notes. That's really the classics. It's really simple. We've been doing the same thing over and over and over. And this is what, we learned this from Gustavo. We learned this from Emery. And, me and Kyle, we've been doing this ever since we were P150, ever since we were unranked. And, it's really not like it's such a complicated thing that you have to do. But what you got to realize is, the vast majority of you guys on this call, if this business doesn't work out for you, you're probably just going to have to keep working a job for the rest of your life. So it just like put it in perspective of, hey, listen, can you really spend, 10, 20, 30 hours a week actually going ahead and running the PS3, so that in 3 to 5 years you're good. Like literally 3 to 5 years you're good. And if you're actually really good at this, you can really get into a really good spot in just 1 year. Literally just 1 year can really change your life. 1 year of going all in, and literally just social media. I mean, we're not even talking about running events. We're not even talking about running the presentations. Guys, the whole entire year of 2019, I was running this PS3 system that Kyle's talking about on social media, and I wasn't even presenting the business. What I did was I actually recorded it one time, and actually used that same video over and over for the entire year. And actually for half of that year, I was actually using someone else's video. I was actually using, I think it was Emery's video, or it was Matt Rose's video, or Jason, I can't remember whose video it was, David Emanizier's, right? I was actually messaging people on social media. Once they hit me up about what I do, I will call them for 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and I will send them the video. Work smarter, not harder. That's something that I always talk about. Literally, you don't have to be the best presenter to make a lot of money in this business. You really don't. You don't have to be the best at anything, but you got to do the little things every single day. You got to do the little things over and over and over. And you really look at yourself. Where are you at currently in your life? And if you're not where you want to be, you're going to have to make sacrifices right now. The longer you wait, the longer it's going to be before you actually get the result you want. The more you procrastinate, guys, the moment that you make a decision is going to come. So you might as well make it right now. What are you waiting on to actually go all in the business? What are you waiting on? For me, guys, my first 6 months, 9 months, 10 months, I was not all in. I didn't believe I could do it. I was making excuses. I was doing this. I was doing that. And then it got to a point where I was literally tired of my current situation. And, when the moment comes that you become more tired of your current situation, like you have to be more uncomfortable with your current result than you are comfortable. A lot of times we're just too comfortable to need to make a change. A lot of people on this call, you're probably just a little bit too comfortable right now. And that's why you haven't gone all in yet. But guess what, guys? For you to get a different result in your life, you have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. You got to stretch your comfort zone. Stretch your comfort zone. Do this for you. It's not just about the money, guys, but what can the money do for you? What can you do for when you have that extra money, when you have that extra income, when you have the extra time? It's really simple, guys. You're all making money trading Forex. Gold Cup's literally 90% accurate every single month. Like, take the Gold Cup trades, share that with someone else. You don't even have to be a master trader. You don't even have to literally know how to trade. Can you copy the trades from Gold Cup and let someone else know? Maybe you guys should actually post the Gold Cup flyers on Instagram or on Facebook and just say, hey, 16-2 on the month, right? It's a really simple thing. But actually, Kyle was going over Instagram. I want to go over Facebook a little bit, especially for people that, don't have a big Instagram following. It's probably going to be much easier and faster for you to go ahead and get your Facebook friends maxed out. For me, I did the same thing that Kyle was talking about, following a few hundred people a day, unfollowing, and I was playing that game for 6 months straight. I was grinding in that 6 months straight. When I was unranked when I started doing that, and by the time I was done doing that, I went from literally 500 followers to 10,000 followers just from following people. No services bought, no promotions, nothing like that. Literally just following people over and over and over and over and over. And it's a grind, but like, I would rather grind on my phone on social media than have to work 40 hours a week at a job for the rest of my life. Like, that's just the way I look at things. Like, can I make a sacrifice for the next couple years so that I can set myself up and my family up? Guys, you guys realize that residual income creates happiness. The residuals are literally for your last name. Imagine, you get in a situation down the road, maybe like a lot of you guys may be in the situation right now. Like, maybe you don't have work right now because of what just happened to us, right? What's going on with the COVID-19 or whatever. Well, if you have a residual income coming in, it's a little bit of a backup of, hey, like, maybe I can't work the job. Maybe someone in your family gets sick and maybe you need to spend time with them and not at your job. Maybe you need to have that extra income coming in residually. And I always tell the story. One time I was sick, guys. Literally, when I was a Platinum 1000, I was sick for 2 weeks. I barely ever get sick. I was sick for 2 weeks, did not take a single trade, did not make a single phone call. But both Fridays, that $250 came in, and that's the power of residual income. You do the work now, you get paid over and over and over, right? And when it comes to Facebook, guys, I'm going to go over and go to the whiteboard. I do not have a slide for you guys like Kyle did. But you should really be using multiple social media platforms. Really, focus on the one that you are doing the best at. But if you haven't really got started in any of them yet, Facebook is going to be a really good one to start. It's really easy. Really, it's honestly really easy. And I'm just going to break this down to like 5 steps. Okay, I'm going to break this down into 5 steps. Number one, your first mission right now is to get a clean profile pic, header, and bio. Like, you have to get that first. Get that done first. That takes you, let's say you want to be super professional, get a professional looking picture. Guys, you got to realize whatever you're posting, people are they don't know who you are, they know what you post. So whatever image you give off is what people are going to know about you, and that's really all they're going to know about you. And stop focusing on the people that you know and start focusing on people that are actually like you. Okay, and that's where a lot of people go wrong, is they go through their warm market. Guys, there's no one in my warm market on my team. There's no one that I knew before joining is on my team right now, other than people that joined that were from college. And even them, K-Rob, Gabe Burgos, Hassan, Jake Wood, you guys probably know some of these guys. I didn't even meet them until a couple years ago when I was in college. No one that I knew before I was 20 years old is in this business today. Like, literally not a single person. So realize that it's not always the day ones that's going to run with you. A lot of times it's the day two, just that second group of friends, or it's that people you're going to meet as you guys grow and develop. When you're in this business, you're going to meet new people that are on that new vibration that you're elevating to. You're going to meet those people and you're going to attract those people. But for you to attract the new people, you got to let go of the old people. You got to let go. I know a lot of you on here, if you use Facebook, you probably have 300 friends, or you have 500 friends, or you have 1,000 friends. You can either delete those friends, make a new account, or just, this is number 2, guys. Your number 2 step is get to 5,000 friends. There's no way around this. There's no like, I don't want 5,000 friends. I don't want people to see my stuff. Hey, listen, if you got posts from when you were 12 years old on there, hey, make a new Facebook if you really care so much about that, right? It doesn't really make a difference. The whole point is, guys, Facebook works because a lot of people are on there looking to engage, and you can literally, just like Instagram, like Kyle was telling you, people are looking to make friends on Facebook. That's the whole point. Your friends, right? People are looking to make friends, but what you want to do, where are you going to find those friends? This is really important. It's really important, but it's really simple, guys. I'm telling you, all of you can do these first 5 steps in the first 24 to 48 hours, and you can be set up in a really good spot, okay? Get 5,000 friends. So what you want to do is go to different influencers, personal development pages. And I'm talking like Gary V, Tony Robbins, typical people that, people know of, or whoever you resonate with, whoever it is. Maybe a Jim Rohn page, maybe, literally just name any entrepreneur, name any person in the personal development space, motivational speaker, Eric Thomas. Like, it does not matter. The whole point is whoever follows those people is probably going to be similar to you. Like, if you're listening to personal development, if someone is following Tony Robbins' page, that at the very least, they are looking to level up in their life. They are at the very least growing their mindset, okay? So would you rather keep talking to the same 300 Facebook friends for the rest of your life, none of them are ever going to join you, or would you rather actually go ahead and add 4,500 to 5,000 friends of people that are already trying to grow their mindset just like you? Drop a 1 in the chat if you would rather do the latter of the two. You would rather actually go ahead and start talking to people that are similar to you instead of trying to talk to the same 500 friends on Facebook. Half of them are 60 years old. Half of them are your moms, your dads, your grandmas, your grandpas. Like, Facebook is a demographic where there's a lot of older people on there, right? And a lot of times, I know my original 500 friends, probably over half of them were, 40, 50, 60 years old. They didn't want to listen to a 20-year-old telling them about money. They don't want to listen to that. They don't want to hear that. And you guys probably are similar because that's just how Facebook is. So what I'm telling you is, stop speaking to the same crowd. It's the same thing on Instagram. No one's hitting you up because you're talking to the same people over and over and over, and they're tired of hearing you. Talk to new people. Only way to talk to new people is to add new friends. You got to add new friends. You got to, on Instagram, like Kyle was saying, follow new people. It's new people. The people that right now are probably not going to be the people in your business, right? The people right now are going to join you whenever you actually start getting a result. That's typically how it goes. If you've already talked to them once, hey, guess what, guys? Majority of people, 99%, 98, 99% of the people in my business are literally people that I did not know when I joined. and like literally 99%, like 98%. I have more people on my team now than I had in the town that I lived in growing up. Okay, because 0 people in my town are on my team. That's just how it is, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm telling you guys, if you are having tough luck with the people that are following you now, go add new friends. Go add new friends. Okay. Now, what you want to do? Step number 3 is you want to join groups, join Facebook groups, and get in on the discussions. Okay. You want to get in on the discussions. You want to make videos when you can. When they let you post videos in there, in the Facebook groups. You want to join Facebook groups. Do you know how many Facebook groups there are regarding trading Forex? Do you know how many people are in there that are either have no idea what they're talking about or they're just scammers? And then you actually go in there being someone that's authentic, genuine, or actually a real person other than these scammers. Like, we guys know this. Forex is an industry where there's a lot of shady things going on. There's people that are trying to scam others. Like, that's just the industry we're in. We actually have the right platform with the right people. You actually have the right way to do it. So you are going to stand out from the crowd just by that alone, just by showing them that you actually have a platform and an educate, right? Yeah, go into a Facebook group where people are marketing. There's Facebook groups that regard Forex, and they have 90,000 people in the group. They got 100,000 people in the group. You make one post in there, and automatically that many people see it. Like, you got to think differently. You know, Instagram, guys, the way it's set up right now, it's very difficult to get people to see your posts if you have either a low amount of followers or if you're not following new people every day. Like, it's very difficult right now. They've changed the algorithm. You know, I don't even use Instagram as much anymore. I've been really shifting my focus to Facebook, okay? Just because it's a lot easier, and I know it's a lot easier for you guys as well. Because what's going to happen is a lot of people on Facebook, when you become friends with someone, it's going to show up a notification, okay? You can click on the notification and say hello. And a lot of people are looking to connect, especially if you're joining these business groups, entrepreneur groups, and getting friends in that space. They're looking to connect. They're hitting you up, hey, so what do you do? And you don't even have to post anything. Like, I'm not even posting anything, and people are still messaging me just because we became friends. You go ahead and add 5,000 people, you're probably going to get 100 messages. You're going to get like 50 to 100 messages from other entrepreneurs. Hey, I'm in this space. I'm doing credit. Hey, I'm doing real estate. Hey, and people are literally just looking to connect. Okay. So and the one thing I love about Facebook as well, it's similar to Instagram, but you can actually call people on the messenger without even having their phone number. Like, you don't even have to have their phone number. You can still give them a call. They can be in a different country than you. You can still give them a call. And you can do the video chat on Instagram as well. But typically speaking, what I've seen from my experience, people don't check their Instagram DMs as much as they would on Facebook or Snapchat. In my experience, a lot of people, I don't know if they just don't look at it or whatever. But, you know, when it comes to Facebook, I would say this is your move. You want to voice message or video call them. Voice message or video call them. That's your move. And you're running PS3. It's the same thing. Find a recorded video presentation of IAM that's 10 to 15 minutes long. I recommend, whether it's David Emanitier's, you know, whether you want to make your own, whether you want to find one. I have one that's 10 minutes. I'm about to make a new one. I haven't made it yet, right? PS3 that video, okay? And what you do is you call the people, and you should write this down. You know, I don't know if Kyle went into this, but it's really just called the form. It's really just called the form. And there's different variations of this, but it's a very simple way to just gather information, because in the PS3, there's 3 steps to this, guys. It is the call, the first call or the invite call, right? And then it's the presentation, and then it is the follow-up 3-way. There's 3 steps. There's 2 phone calls you have to do. And, you know, you only really have to master the invite and the edification. That's really all you have to do. You don't have to be the best speaker and know everything about the platform. Like, at the very least, you just got to know how to set up people to see the information. You just got to know how to set them up. First, before you even set them up, you got to qualify them. Write down qualify. Qualify. A lot of times we just going into DMs and just started spamming people about Forex. You don't even know if they want to see Forex. You don't even know if they need Forex. And you just randomly talking about Forex, you sound like one of these scammers. You sounded like one of the, have you guys, drop a 1 in the chat if you've ever been messaged by someone telling you about Bitcoin mining or account management, put in this money. That's what you sound like, messaging someone and saying Forex on the first message. Like, hey, I have an opportunity, you can make money. And that's the first thing you say. Like, literally, like, send them a voice message. When they respond, you can either call them or then you can get to the point, but like not on the first message. Like literally don't do it on the first message. It's just not going to work. It's literally just not going to work. You probably already know that if you've done that. I don't think I've ever done that. I don't know anyone that's done that actually works. I think if you spam it to enough people, probably it'll work, but you know, let's work smarter, not harder. Let's work smarter, not harder. You send 10 voice messages, you're probably going to get a better result than sending 30 text messages, right? You're going to get a better result from 10 voice messages than 30 text messages. Like that's just the way it works, because they are healing your energy, your certainty and belief in what you're doing. So the form, you know, the first thing you want to know, and guys, pay attention to this right here. Do not ask them a question that is answered from looking at their profile, please. People know that you're just being lazy and you don't care. And I've been called out on this multiple times, and I hate when people do it to me. Like they ask me what I do, and I clearly have Forex in my bio. It makes no sense that they're asking me that. So what you should say instead is, hey bro, I see you're into real estate, you know, and then whatever you're going to say after that. The whole point is to compliment them. But let's say, you know, you don't know where they're from. Your first question is, where are you from? Where are you from? Where are you from? Like, it's a really simple thing. It's literally like breaking the ice. It's not even like a serious thing. This isn't like a master strategy. It's just like, if you don't know what the hell to say, like this is something to say, okay? Where are you from? What do you do? And you can word this whatever makes sense to you. It's not a specific script. It's just a general concept. And one thing that I always worded it was, hey man, so, you know, where are you from, bro? Oh, you're from Houston, Texas. I actually know a lot of people from Houston. I love Houston. So on and say whatever. Okay, so are you in school right now or are you working? Like, that's what I ask people if they look young, okay? If they're older, I'll ask them, hey, so what do you do for a living, if you don't mind me asking? If you don't mind me asking, what do you do, and do you enjoy it? Or whatever, say whatever, okay? That's not the point. What do you do? And then find out, hey, what are you passionate about? What do you like to do on your free time? You know, what are some of your hobbies? You can ask them this. This is on the phone. This isn't text. This is not a text. This isn't a text game. And no one got time for that. And everyone knows you, like, don't do that, okay? I'm talking when you're on the phone, you need something to say. What are you passionate about? And then the M, I say the M stands for more motivation, or like, okay, so what motivates you? But what I would say is, okay, so when it comes to Facebook, guys, a lot of people are on there looking for opportunities. A lot of people are on there looking for Forex. I've seen multiple people make a post on Facebook saying, hey, so who's in Forex right now? And then, you know, you'll have 20 people comment, hey, I do Forex, I do this. And then you got those 5 to 10 scammers literally just dropping their Telegram signal link, which is kind of funny. But people are asking, hey, who's into Shopify? Hey, who's into Amazon? Who's into credit repair? You know, people ask these questions on Facebook. They literally make those posts. You're not going to see that on Instagram. You're never going to see that. You're going to see people posting pictures, posting the highlight reel of their life, you know, making it look like they you know, goody two shoes, Mr. Perfect. Like, that's what people do on Instagram. It's literally like, you know, people just try to flex on each other. It's kind of like, it's not really business oriented as much as Facebook is. Facebook's more of a professional, older crowd. So people are actually, you know, they're looking for a serious conversation or an actual relationship or actually an opportunity. People are looking for that. So depending on what they are doing, what they're looking for. Now, one of the questions I've asked people is, you know, what are you currently what are you currently looking for? Okay, and then let's say this. Instead of saying that, what you could say is, what are you passionate about? What do you do, right? So, hey, would more time or more money help you with that? Like, it's just a simple thing. Like I said, this isn't some genius script, but it's something that I've used. It's actually worked. Hey, what are you looking for right now? Hey, bro, you know, I actually have something that I think you would be good at. You know, I have something that, you know, you would probably make a lot of money with. I think this could really help you out. You know, just you telling me that you're with your family right now. You're passionate about, let's say you're passionate about going to the gym. You know, man, you don't have any time to go to the gym right now because you're stuck at work 12 hours a day. Hey, you know, I actually have something that I think could help you out. You know, and it's really simple. You don't have to sit there and sound like a genius. You really don't. Like, just get to why. You got to get to the why. That's all you got to get to. If you know why they possibly would need Forex, you immediately know you have the solution. That's simple. It's that simple. Figure out, and sometimes you don't even need to ask them. You can already see it from their page. Sometimes their posts will tell it. You know how Facebook is. Sometimes people literally would just speak their mind and just post it on Facebook. They'll literally post their thoughts on Facebook. People just randomly make posts. Damn, I'm tired of this job. I hate it. I've literally seen people post that. And what do? I message them. Hey, I saw your post about, you know, you hate your job. You know, I actually have something I think could help you. Okay, what is it? Boom, call them. It's that simple. PS3. Call them. PS3. Do not text them. Well, this is the foreign exchange market, the greatest opportunity with the biggest money in the world. Like, guys, just call them and PS3 them. It's that simple. PS3. PS3. Your peaking interest should be literally 1 minute long. It should be 1 minute. The only time it's longer than a minute is like, okay, 2 minutes. Let's give it 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Literally, I'll say 2 max because you're in a hurry, right? You're in a hurry. But if it goes longer than 2 minutes, it's going to be that special occasion where it's someone that you super relate with and click with. That's like the only time I've ever gone over 2 minutes is if it's, if it's someone you can have a legitimate conversation with that has nothing to do with business or Forex. Like, but still, even then, you want to keep it as short as possible because the less you say, the better. The less you say, the better. Hey, listen, if you want to talk to them a lot, talk to them after they've seen the presentation. Okay, the first call is short. That's the whole point. You're in a hurry. The video explains it better. It's really simple. You literally just tell them, hey, bro, once it gets to the point, so hey, so what do you actually do? Once they finally ask that question, or once you're done asking questions to them, what's going to happen? They're going to want to know what you do. They'll ask you that. You don't even have to tell them, hey, just to be honest, bro, it's kind of something that you really need to see to understand. It's something that a video explains better. I have a 10-minute video. You could check it out. Would now be a good time to watch that. Would now be a good time to watch that video. And where people mess up on the video is they don't ask for permission to watch it. What they do is they just send it. If you just send someone a video, they're not going to watch it. Or if they do watch it, you didn't set them up. And you got to set them up by, you got to in some way address their pain or address their why. On the PS3, on the P part, your peak in interest, you did that by messaging them. But on your invite call, it's really simple, finding out, unless you're doing the 30-second invite call, like finding out one little thing that you can use. That's it. And a lot of times, like I said, this just by looking at their page. Do the due diligence and check out someone's page. Like if you're on the phone with them, you should look at their page before you call them. Like you should already know a good amount about them and actually not even asking them the questions and actually just starting to say, hey, I saw this on your page. Because what that's going to do is going to show them that you actually care. And what of our mentors always told us, they don't care what you know until they know that you care. So if you tell them, hey, I see you have 3 kids. I see you love going to a hike. I see you love going to nature. You're relating with them. You're becoming a human being. And then once you said that over the message, then it doesn't matter what you say over the phone. It can be quick, and then you PS3 them. Okay. And like I said, there's no like perfect way to do this. The whole point is just keeping it simple and then just showing them that you care, like showing them that you care. Talking to them longer is not showing them that you excuse me. Talking to them longer is not showing them that you care. Talking to them longer is literally just wasting both of your time. Okay, it's as simple as that. If you got 5,000 friends, I mean, you theoretically have 5,000 people to message, like literally. And you know what else? When you're in a Facebook group of 50,000 people, you probably can't add all of them. But what you can do is you can see who's actively posting in there. You can just simply like click on one of their profile and message them. And you could literally run this with anyone. Just send them a voice message. I saw your page, this. Say anything and everything. It doesn't matter. The whole point is to keep it simple and compliment them. When they reply, you go ahead and PS3. You literally PS3. There's no right or wrong way to do this. The whole point is that you are making a decision to do it. Because practice is going to be your best teacher. Like literally just you doing it, you're going to learn what works for you and what works for best for you. What works for me may not be best for you, but you have your own way because you are unique. Okay. Gabe does it differently than I do. Frank probably does it differently. Andrew does it differently, right? Tavion has something else to say, and that's just the way it works. Like, do you make this business you? Like, you are your business. It's not your business and then you and the business, blah, blah, blah. But, I want you guys, if you guys have any questions on Facebook or on Instagram or whatever, we can definitely go ahead and, I don't know, Gabe, I was just talking. But, yeah, guys, this is really simple. Facebook, the whole point is you want to just get your name out in front of people. And, one last thing, I didn't even mention it, but when it comes to posting on Facebook, the whole point is you want to make posts to get people to comment. You want people to comment and start a discussion. Okay? You want it to start a discussion. So you want to say something, and you guys should check out Darwin. Darwin's probably the best Facebook marketer I've ever seen. And he's really put himself out there and kind of stands out from the crowd on Facebook. He makes really good posts. that get people to think and it get people to want to comment. And, you know, what I've done, I just try to kind of do it in a similar way on that, you know, and yeah, Darwin, he makes a post and people comment on it. People message him. Like, that's the whole point. Hey, comment below if you agree with this. Because what happens is when a lot of people comment on your post, everyone else is going to see it. And that's the way Instagram works. That's the way all social media works. You want engagement on your post. Don't just say something random. Like, if you're going to make a post, it has to have a point behind it. Because you're different. You're running your Facebook as a business. Okay, so you want to give value, give value, give value, give value. And you really barely need to say anything about Forex on your page. Like, you really barely need to say anything. Like, maybe 1 out of 5 posts. 1 out of 5 posts. Never do multiple in one day. Like, that's you're posting, you're overkilling it. You're literally overkilling it, and that's going to do the opposite of what you want. And if you guys are posting about Forex, you're probably wanting people to hit you up or join you. But what's going to happen is if you're posting it so much, you're giving it away. Like, the whole point is for them to be curious enough to hop on the call, not know everything before they even get in your message. You know, if you tell them everything, you might get some signups like that. But at the end of the day, guys, I always say 80% value, 20% Forex. Just give 80% value, and then the rest, you know, every once in a while, let them know, yeah, by the way, guys, for those of you on here that are interested in Forex, I'm actually doing Forex. You know, it doesn't got to be some magical, ain't no perfect sentence to say or whatever. Yeah, he is the GOAT on Facebook. He literally is the GOAT on Facebook. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, does anyone have any questions? Does anyone have any questions on that? You know, social media is something, it's just consistency is the main thing. It's just consistency. You're being consistent, you'll really stand out over a period of time. Like, over a period of time, you're really going to stand out. But if you just post once and then stop, like, you might as well not have posted. What if they're too busy for a call? You set up a time. Yep. Clear the schedule. Boom. Yeah. What if they're too busy for a call? Hey, listen, I'm too busy for a call. You're gonna have to set up a time to talk to me. You gotta switch it up around them. Hey, man. Yeah, I'm busy too. Actually, tomorrow probably works better. Don't let them think that you gotta be in control. You gotta be the authority. If they say, hey, bro, I'm too busy to talk right now. Hey, that's no problem. I'm busy too, man. You know, we'll set up a time tomorrow. Awesome. How does 3 p.m. work? Give people a time. Don't give them an option. Say, hey, I'm available at 3 p.m. Does that work for you? You could literally be available the whole day, but you just tell them, hey, 2 p.m., 2 p.m. or 5 p.m. What works best for you? Hey, bro, I'm available. I'm really busy tomorrow. 6 p.m. I can do it. I can talk to you. You got to make it look like, regardless of what they say to you, you have to make it seem as if they need you and you're going to let them get the information. Not like you're just going to show them, like, hey, you have to qualify to even know what I do. Like, hey, Mel, you know, maybe this isn't even for you, but, you know, we can set up a time and talk tomorrow, and I'll definitely, you know, and that's kind of the energy you give off. You're not desperate. You don't even want people to sign up. You just, yep. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, especially if you got 5,000 friends. Just imagine if you messaged all 5,000 of your friends, and just imagine you actually signed up 1% of them, right? What is that? Is that 50 people, right? Is that 50? If you messaged 5,000, you closed 1%, you just signed up 50 people. Like, do the math, guys. This is numbers game. You could be terrible, like Kyle was saying. Do in numbers what you lack in skill. Like, make up for in numbers what you lack in skill, and as you do it, you're going to get better. And one of the best ways to really get your image up is to literally just dress professionally. Like, it's literally just to dress more professional. When you make a video, don't just make a random video. It's like, it's Facebook. It's a little bit different than Instagram. It's a little bit different than TikTok. Facebook, it's a lot more older people. So people that are, I don't know what age everyone is on this crowd, but just knowing, just by the majority of my team is in their early 20s or teens, right? That's majority of my team, majority of people on this call. Some of you guys are a little bit older, but you guys know Facebook is more of older people than our age. Like, it's people 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Like, literally, it's older people. So you want to give a little bit more of a professional image on Facebook. It's really important. And if someone gives you any type of negativity, you can respond 2 ways. You either reply with love, or you delete the comment and report and block them. Like, it's that simple. You do not respond back. You don't feed into negativity ever, for no reason. There's no reason to ever respond to a comment that is not positive. There's no point. is never going to do any good, because the person that sends you that message is hurting inside, and you get going back at them, they're just going to want to go back at you. And I've seen people do this. I've done it before. It does not work. It will never work. So literally your best bet is to delete the comment and pretend it never happened. Like, you can't be emotional when someone doesn't agree with what you say. It's not your job to control who joins your business or control who likes what you say. Your job is to share your message, and the right people will align with that. It's that simple. You got 5,000 people. If you love Tony Robbins and you just added 5,000 people that love Tony Robbins, you're probably going to find a lot of people that love you and that you love as well. You're probably going to find a lot of people, right? It's just like that. That's how it works. So for the people that are beginners, I would say, besides chart picks, and you're really better. The thing is, you're really better off showing them that you have value to bring. And if you're brand new, like, let's just say, for example, you've never posted about Forex before. If your first post about Forex is talking about how you're mentoring people or teaching people, like, it doesn't add up. People can see right through that. So don't try to sound like you're the mentor. Just give them value. Like, one thing I love about Gabe, when he posts, a lot of times he just quotes some book that he just read. Like, if you guys can just listen to some personal development, that's what I always did. In my first probably 6 months, I never made my own videos or my own posts, but I would just quote some of my favorite quotes from a book or from an audio, and just give value. Give value, because when you're giving value consistently, people love when you give value, and people hate when you just shove Forex down the face. They literally don't like that. But when you give value, they're gonna trust you no matter what you do. And then they find out you do Forex, boom. That the whole point is to gain that trust. The whole point is to gain that trust. And if you guys look at my Facebook, you can go to my Facebook right now and look how many times I've mentioned Forex on my Facebook page in the last month, like, compared to my other posts. And I look at it when I post make something about Forex, it's 3 likes, it's 5 likes. And then when I post something about you guys are going to have a great day, all love, and then it's 50 likes, 20 comments. People want value. They don't want you to sell them. People love to buy, but they hate being sold, right? People love to buy, they hate being sold. But hey, if they like you and they trust you and they respect you, they will buy anything you offer, okay? Like, anything that Ralph Smart puts up for sale, I'm buying it immediately. Like, no questions asked. Kevin Trudeau puts out a new book, I'm buying it without a question asked. When David Emanitier put his book for pre-order, I literally bought it that day. Like, why? Because they give value, and I trust, like, and respect them and their opinion. So I automatically want whatever they give. I want to be a part of it. And that's how you're going to separate yourself on social media, is by being that person that gives value. Give value. Mm-hmm. Yep, Gabe. Yep, Gabe. Yes, Gabe.
Yo, what's up, guys? Real quick, dude, Jordan, Kyle, first of all, thank you guys. Guys, I want you to know I learned everything from these guys, and I want you to understand, don't make it harder than it needs to be. Understand, like guys, people don't give a fuck. People don't know what Forex is. People don't know what IM is. They're not buying the business. They're buying into you. They need to know that, okay, I've seen so-and-so on social media for a while. He gives lots of value. He's always putting others before him or her. I trust this person to help me get to that next level, so I'm going to work with them. Guys, you literally just think about it like this. Imagine if you had a clone of yourself where if that clone gets hurt, you feel it. If that clone joins a business or whatever, you feel it. Like, how would you treat yourself? Actually, I'm going to put it like this. You need to treat everyone like they're already in your organization. For example, me, there's this woman at my plasma donation center that is running. She's already entrepreneurial minded, and she has her own clothing brand that it's something small. She had an idea, and I helped her. I used things from this book to help her. I told her to go read Expert Secrets, and literally, I'm building a relationship with her through helping her with her already existing business. I help her see success with that. Not only is she going to trust me, not only is one day she's going to be in my business, but all of her customers will follow her. Because if you get the head, you get the body. If you get the influencer, you get the following. Guys, literally, your social media is your online resume. It's your reputation, your business card. So if you're posting about Forex constantly, not knowing what, like, think about it like this. It's almost like a paradox. Like, to get people in the business, it's almost like just don't talk about it. Like, literally just be a person of value, not success. Like, literally show people that you have more skills than, just, trading, just bring people in the business. For example, in my opinion, out of my 4 YouTube videos, my one on how to read a book is 100%, I think, the right track I need to go down, because that could apply to such a large crowd, college kids, little kids who are trying to read for the first time, people who've never read in a long time. Just add value, guys. Like, literally, there was an interview with Tony Robbins and Eric Worre, and it was on adding value in network marketing, and it was some of the best things I've ever heard. Like, you literally have to show people, like, even Alex Morton, for you guys who are on the call, like, do not overcomplicate this. Literally, just like today, me and Brandon, we spent like 3 hours just getting content, and Jordan called me when I was getting the content, and I'm just showing people, my message to the people is, hey, I'm a normal kid who had the odds stacked against him, went to a small town, who's out here doing it, but doing it humbly. Like, guys, I literally watch Jordan and Kyle like hawks, dude. For example, I've gotten my wardrobe down to, that Jordan swag, my black skinny jeans and a white t-shirt. You don't got to buy all this fancy shit. They don't care about it. Like, just be you, but think about it. Everybody who knows you, just be yourself and say, whoa, so-and-so became successful and, wealthy just by doing, like, what are they doing? They don't have any Gucci bags. They don't, whoa, what are they doing? Guys, and you guys got to understand that it's a long-term game. Like, scroll down on scroll down on me, Jordan, and Kyle's Instagram, and you'll see, like, back when we were in college, you'll see all the nights playing Fortnite. You'll see this. Understand, guys, like, my pictures, I remember when I would be thrilled getting 7 likes on a photo. All right, literally. And now I get like 80, and I think that's a lot. And I'm just not only, like, I'm not doing it for the likes, but I'm doing it for the eyes that are on me. Because, guys, you're planting seeds. Understand, guys. Jordan, how many people do you think hit you up saying this exact phrase? Bro, I've been watching you for a while, and ...
Yeah, bro, all the time. A lot of times it's like 6 months, 1 year, a
Yep.
year and a half, 2 years. Hey, I've been watching you for 2 years now, bro. I've seen you do this and this. Like, man, I don't know why it took me so long to message you. They're always watching.
Guys,
bro.
I want to point something out to you as well. My my video that I posted on my IGTV about breaking down a book in a week, and then another video I posted about me going off in the kitchen. Guys, on YouTube, I think it only got like 30 something views. On my IGTV, it got like 500 something views. 500 people watch all the videos I've ever posted. Even there was like a video a while back that me and Kyle did in Wisconsin that got 500 plus views. One of my next videos is talking about how Forex ruined my life. The life before that wasn't serving me, it ruined that life and created a whole new one for me. You know what I'm saying? So imagine all the eyes that are going to see that. They're going to see that title. And of course, oh, dude, I'm going to watch this video Gabe posted. I knew it was a scam all along. Well, they're in for a rude awakening. And guess how many I guarantee that video gets 1,000. All right, guys, just don't overcomplicate it. And if you guys really want to know how to add value to anything, dude, just watch Tony Robbins or Gary Vee. Gary Vee is like is social media, dude. Gary Vee should just be a social media platform, honestly, like, literally. But that's all I have to say, guys. Like, seriously, don't sleep on YouTube University. Just don't. If you guys have these questions that you're answering here, like, seriously, dude, just look around the internet, guys. It's the age of the information. Like, that's where I got all my stuff. Like, I'm not special. I'm no videographer. I don't know how to make fucking videos. I got a couple apps that make things look cool. Kalen edits all my YouTube videos. Like, dude, I remember when guys, go look at Eccles' earlier videos. He would just be in the car driving, giving value. Like, my man's Kyle, same thing. Bro, I don't think Kyle's ever made a video outside of a car. But yeah, guys, that's all I have. Keep it super simple. Jordan, thank you so much, bro.
Yeah, of course. Real quick, we don't really have too much more time, or keep everyone's time, but just real quick, I'm gonna show you guys something. What Gabe just said, YouTube University. I don't know if you guys understand, like the last probably 2 years now, last 2 years of my life, I probably spent like minimum 6 hours a day on YouTube. Most days 10, 12, whether I'm actually watching it or it's just playing. Like, I don't know if you guys can hear this, but like, I mean, Holton Bugs, he's been playing for the last, like, I don't even know how long, like all day. Like, and I'm not even paying attention to it, but my subconscious mind picks it up either way. So like, you guys should really get in the habit of playing personal development, whether you plan on paying attention or not, because your subconscious mind never goes to sleep. I listen to Kevin Trudeau when I'm asleep every night, every single night. Why? Because my subconscious mind will pick up things that my conscious mind is not aware of. And then that will make me aware of it later on when I wake up. That's just kind of the way it works. But hey, listen, how do I present? How do I present? How do I present? I am. Ask. Okay, that's a very bad question to ask on YouTube apparently. Hey, I am presentation. What is I Am Mastery Academy? All that. Hey, Bryce Thompson, going over this. Hey, guess what, guys? Check this out. David Imanitie. What do you see? All kinds of videos, trainings, things that you can be listening to over and over and over, instead of listening to your own negative thoughts to convince you why you can't do it. Why don't you listen to David Imanitie tell you why you can, right? That's what I had to do, because I had to defeat my negative self-talk. And you do too. You do as well. Because your mind, you were naturally programmed to think negative, okay? Unless you grew up in a wealthy family where, they're really aware of what they're saying. Most people growing up, we're sitting here, we're in survival mode, and we're trying to play it safe. We're trying to, we're convincing ourselves, don't take that risk. It's too risky. What if it doesn't work? Hey, what if it does work? Like, what if it does work? That's what you got to be telling yourself. How can this work? What do I got to do? And guys, at this point, if you're not sure what you got to do, like, look up on YouTube. I mean, you don't even have to ask questions to certain people. You got to ask questions on this webinar. Why don't you go to Alex Morton's page and listen to every video he's ever posted? Why don't you listen to David Imanitie, every video he's ever posted? That's what I've done. Pick any video from Austin Godsey other than the ones he just posted, and like, I've listened to every single one minimum a couple dozen times. Like, literally, I've listened to this video 100 times, no doubt, probably 200 times. 3 things to shape your reality. 3 things to shape your reality. It's a very powerful video. You should definitely listen to that. Fast start training. Hey, guess what? How to launch. Let's look this up. Let's say David Imanitie. Let's see if David Imanitie has a launch video. I'm not sure if he does or not. Hey, he's got an iMarket slide presentation right here. Oh, another presentation here. Perfect. Okay, no specific launch video. Hey, that's fine. Hey, Austin Godsey. I know for a fact he has one. How to launch. How to launch right here. Perfect. Hey, let's click on this video. Let's take notes and let's do what it says. Right? Like, does that make sense? Like, does that make sense to you guys? Like, give me some comment. Like, does that make sense to where, like, what he's doing got him to his result? So it would make sense for you to try what he's doing, right? It would make sense if that's a result or any type of result you want to get, what I love about Alex Morton and what you guys can do, this is a really, this is a tip that not a lot of people talk about, but it's something that I've always done. What you can do is pick out like 5, 10, 15, 20 videos that you really resonate with or you want to learn, and literally make a playlist and listen to every video every day. Like, I've had multiple times in the last 2 years, I've made a playlist of 10, 15, 20 videos, and I've listened to the same playlist over and over and over and over. And I can show you guys right now. I have a playlist right here. Check this out. And I had another version of this playlist. I just remade it, and it's just Alex Morton and David Imanitie, and I just play it. I just keep it on repeat. Hey, network marketing. You got Holden Bugs, you got Alex Morton, you got David Imanitie, right? You just got different videos. Why don't you just let it play over and over and over? And by the time you've listened to it for probably a month straight, at that point, like, you'll have no question on what it is you need to do, because it will be in your subconscious mind. And the reason why, maybe you're not taking massive action right now, or maybe you don't know what to do, is because you're only learning on a surface level. You haven't really learned it yet. And for you to learn something, you got to get to unconscious competence, which comes through repetition. And, if you've never done that before, you may not even understand what I'm talking about. But trust me on this, guys. Once you listen, pick out any 20-minute video, listen to it 4 or 5 times in a row, and then you tell me how well you know it the 5th time. You probably can literally speak it verbatim. And that's the whole point. We know when it comes to this business, it's repetition. The way to get unconscious competent is use two ways: by saying it and doing it yourself, or observing someone else do it and say it the right way. So, I mean, back before I was even doing presentations and events, I was learning and I knew what to say. I was listening to Austin Godsey 12 hours a day, and I would be doing calls like 20 minutes a day. But I still had the information in my head. It was just for me actually to say it. Okay. So that's what you guys can do. It's just a little tip. Make a playlist of whoever you resonate with in the industry, whether it's Alex Morton, David Amite, Austin Godsey, Matt Rosa, Jason Brown, whoever it is for you, Holton Bugs. Pick out a couple of their videos, put it in a playlist, and listen to it over and over and over. And what you can do if you have your computer or a TV, like I'm playing this on my PlayStation right now. Okay. I have two phones. A lot of times I'll put headphones in. I'll put headphones in, playing personal development. I'll get on the phone with the other phone. Hey, if you got a computer, put your headphones on your computer, or just play in the background and then get on the phone. Okay, you're gonna approach every call with a whole different level of confidence, because your subconscious mind is being programmed by some of the top earners, the successful people, because their thoughts and ideas are going into your mind without you even knowing it, because you're doing the call. Okay, and a lot of time, David Emanite said this in his book. He said back when when he first started, what he was doing, he would be listening to Stranger's Secret by Earl Nightingale. He would be listening to it. So if a prospect said something negative to him, automatically it was canceled out by positivity that was in his ear, automatically. So, really just have a password on your mindset. You should write that down. Have a password on your mindset. Be aware of who you let into your headspace and what you put into your headspace. Pay attention to, don't just be mindlessly scrolling on Instagram or just watching random YouTube videos or just doing random things. If you have a specific goal, you should have a specific programming for your mind based around what your goal is. You should have a specific programming on your mind. Hey, if you want to be a more consistent trader, why don't you listen to Mark Douglas over and over and over? Okay, hey, you want to learn how to present the business, find a presentation video and listen to it 3, 4, 5 times a day for 30 days straight. You probably have a really good idea of what to say. But guys, I'm really just gonna end it off like that. We really got to have too much time to really hop on here. Kyle went over some good things. We went over some things on Facebook, on YouTube. The main thing is, guys, if you have not made a video, make a video. Like, literally just make a video. Give yourself permission to mess up. Just put your name out there. Put your voice out there. It doesn't have to be about Forex. Just make a video. Share your story. Share with the world who you are. And more importantly, your vision is more important. Where you're at is not as important as where you're going. People want to see, like, just imagine, like, look at, I think, whose was it? I think it's DeMar. I don't know if DeMar is on this call, but DeMar has a YouTube called like My Road to My First Million, or something like that, and whatever. But it's like, imagine you just getting started in the business, make a video. This is what I'm about to do. And then like 2 years later, you can go back and show everyone the video you made, manifested into existence, into the physical reality, because you made that video. You made that video. Right? That's just the way it works, It's not even that you have to be perfect. Like, honestly, the worse you are right now, the better it's gonna look when you get great. You're like, wow, what a level up. Wow, this guy really came up. Wow, this person really got to the next level. And that's gonna be you. That's gonna be you. You be consistent. Shout out to all you guys on this call, staying on for this long. A lot of you guys stayed on. This has been like an hour and a half. So you guys, it shows me you guys are really dedicated to getting to the next level. You're taking notes. You're ready. Let's give it 777. If you're going to be there in Houston, September 4th, Houston, Texas, we're going to be about 15,000 deep, if not 20,000 deep in the convention. It's going to be the biggest convention we've ever had. I'm really excited. You guys must be there September 4th. Can't get the tickets right now. They're on hold right now because of what's going on. But once they open up sales, just get ready. You'll know. You'll see it in the chats. Houston, September 4th. Write it down. We will see you guys there. Much love, guys. Peace and blessings. We'll see you guys on the next one. Let's get in.